Caesar, you coming in too? You coming in too?
Yeah, are you going to sit with your mom?
What? Oh my goodness, listen. When I'm talking about the ducks, it's okay. I'm allowed to talk about other animals other than you. And Nikki, we're not playing that game.
I'm going to close this door.
Oh my gosh. How about if I try and get her one more time?
Okay.
Who won?
You're on.
All right, show the ducks for 1 second. Good morning, and welcome to the Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary. We are located in Mays Landing, New Jersey. We are open today, which is Sunday. We are open Tuesdays and Sundays from 8 to 4. And there is no admission. We are free of admission. If we run on donations only. So if you can throw something in our bucket, that's appreciated. But if you can't, I was trying to get Nikki, the very bad bird, who's going to be very loud when we're sitting here. Okay. Again, we're open today. It's starting to get a little cooler. And we thought that what we would talk about today is our baby ducks, or just ducks in general. Sit down, Tucker. Sit. We're going to sit right here. Be good. We're having a duck talk today. So these two little guys that are in my bathtub were dumped at a lake. It is illegal to dump. A lot of people have purchased baby ducks thinking, oh, they're so cute when they're this big, and they don't poop a lot. And they've been sold at all these different places, and really you should only get an animal if you know it's a lifelong commitment, however long they may last. A lot of times they'll live 8, 10, 12 years. So if you can't make that commitment, you should really not get an animal. It is expensive, so if you don't have the funds, you can't say, oh, well, I got them, they're really cute, but that I can't afford to get them proper food or shelter, or once they get bigger and they poop a lot, then people decide we're going to get rid of them. Tucker. Shh. So what happens is a lot of people dump them on lakes. Not okay, Adele would say. It is illegal, and it causes the ducks to suffer. As you can see, these guys have little fluffy feathers. They don't even, they're down. They can't even really swim for a long period of time. At the back of them, they have an oil gland that waterproofs them. So they're not waterproofed. So when they get wet, number one, they get cold because they're babies. They still should be in a heated area. So now somebody dumped them in the lake. A rescue group was able to get them. They cannot fly. These are domesticated ducks that were purchased from somewhere. And then the person said, oh, you know what? It poops a lot and I can't keep it anymore. And what do? They just dump it in the lake. Not okay, irresponsible, illegal, and inhumane. These poor babies were suffering. So thank goodness they have gotten here, and it's, they're in my bathtub. This is my only bathroom, so thank goodness I showered first, and then I put them back in. I have to clean my tub back, all the time. I don't shower with the ducks. I do not. But they have to go to a foster home because I already have so many babies that are in my house, and I am just out of room. We're a private charity. So please be and do the responsible thing. I know most places are full because of the duck situation, because everybody was getting them all year long, and I think they even extended the time when you can get them, and it's been a real problem. So we are just inundated with ducks. So again, see, they are not ready for their real feathers. They kind of act like a zipper. Once their regular feathers come in, it acts like a zipper and is like a warmth area for them. So they are not waterproofed. Once they're waterproof, they can stay warmer. Most of the domesticated ducks cannot fly. So the term sitting duck is literal. That is a real thing. So when you dump them on the lakes, there's no protection for predators. A lot of people say, well, they're on the lakes, but people feed them. They feed them the wrong food. So they get fed bread and all different things. And have you ever seen some of Debbie the Goose has a wing that sticks out? It's called an angel wing. sometimes it's from being hit by cars and different defects, but sometimes it's because they don't get the right nutrition. So they are short in niacin, and then their feathers don't develop the correct way, and then what happens is the wings stick out. And then they really can't get away even worse. So right now their only defense is to run, and they can't swim because they don't have their water feathers, their adult feathers in. So a lot of people think, let's put them in water. When they're babies, they can only swim for as long as their legs keep going. When they get tired, they can drown. So a duck can drown, and I've seen it. So
Do ducks have names?
I did not name these ducks because they're going to go to a foster. And Tucker, I know you want to see them. Come here, come see them. Come see the ducks. Who's this? Come here, Tuck. You going to name them? Say, be nice. Give them a kiss. So obviously, Tucker doesn't want them to go, and that's why he's upset. He says, I heard they're going to a foster. We want to keep them. We can't keep everything, unfortunately. So I just wanted to remind people that you cannot dump them on lakes. It's the wrong thing to do. I don't know who is accepting ducks, but you should make some calls and see if you can talk to some local farmers if you can't find a rescue that will take them. Okay, so we're going to let you guys chill out in the nice area. I do give them little baths in the tub with lukewarm water. They have to stay warm. If it gets too chilly, I actually put them under a heat lamp, but it's pretty warm in the house right now. Okay, should we go outside and see the new goats? Yeah? Okay. All right, please tell us where you're from.
Yep.
Again, we're from southern New Jersey. We're located 45 minutes west of Atlantic City, and we're about an hour southeast of Philadelphia, to give you an idea for those who are tuning in from further away. And Tucker is being quite the whiner today. What? We're going to go outside now.
You want to talk about upcoming events?
Oh, yes, upcoming events. Thank you, Matt. We have November 12th. Okay, Caesar wants to say it too. We have November 12th. We have another Expiro Nor'easter Nick trivia game sponsored by Expiro. And it's a lot of fun. Your whole family can play. It costs $10. So it could be $10 for your whole family if you so wish, unless you want to compete against your family, which is always a lot of fun. And it's there's 5 games, and there are prizes for first, second, and third. And it's just, a lot of people say, my whole family got involved in that, even my husband. Sometimes the husbands are like, all right, you and the kids go, have fun, do something yourself. And everybody has different knowledge. So depending on the game, they were all able to contribute. So it's been a lot of fun. Everybody can hear me okay? Sounds been good? Okay. So that is going to be November 12th at 7 o'clock, and we will only sell tickets till we're full. Again, we usually sell out, so get your tickets soon. It'll be on our website and on our Facebook and Instagram. So that's our upcoming event. We just had the golf event. Again, thank you everybody for sponsoring. We had a very successful day, even, with the COVID situation. We weren't allowed to go into the clubhouse, and we had to use porta potties. Everybody that played had so much fun, and the people that couldn't play still sponsored. They sponsored holes and sponsored golf balls. We had golf ball giveaways. Some people sponsored water giveaways. So whatever it was that we needed, people really stepped up, and thank you, because it's been a really difficult time not being able to have our fall and summer festivals. That's where we usually get our big jump into winter, because let's face it, we don't have a lot of normal fundraisers even throughout winter, let alone, they are our biggest ones.
Sherry wants to know about the rescue yesterday. She said she saw is it a hen?
So yesterday, this is pretty funny. We had got a call from Gloucester County Animal Control. My friend Chrissy Quigley, who works there, and she said, can I borrow a guinea hen? We're trying to lure them into a trap. We've had 4 animal control officers from Gloucester County go to a Starbucks and the creamery, the ice cream place. what's that called?
It's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold? Cold Stone.
No, Cold Stone.
Cold Stone Creamery. Yeah. They're right next to each other on Green Tree Road in Washington Township, which is Sewell, New Jersey. And it's where I grew up in that area. So she said, we just can't get them. And I said, well, I think you're going to need some help. So the cameraman, Matt Reeves, and I and Chrissy went up with our 3 nets trying to catch this guinea hen. It looks like a chicken. We would call them the gossiping guinea hens here. They make that noise. They're like alarm clocks, or they're better than watchdogs. They have polka dotted chickens, so they're little and they run very fast. People say they're stupid. They are not stupid. This was the hardest animal I've ever had to catch. So people didn't know what was going on. We were just running around like nuts with these 3 nets, trying to get them, and they're running underneath cars and between cars. They're running up to the drive-through on both the Cold Stone and on the Starbucks side. It went into the road twice. He or she almost got hit by a car. And Boo is her name. His name. I'm calling it a him because he was not the friendliest, and girls would be friendlier.
Well, he also hid behind cars, and then he would walk.
Yeah, he would hide behind cars, and I would think, I was thinking, well, they are looking at the reflection. He would watch us. He would hide behind a car, and as the car moved, he would move. He was very, very smart. So maybe it is a female because it was so smart. So I'm kidding. So stop. So we don't know if it's a male or female, but we were able to get him, and the only way we were able to get him was we tired him out. We were all like, people say, do you go to the gym? This is my gym. A couple of people saw us and said, oh, this is a fun way to spend your Saturday. For an hour and a half, we ran around like lunatics running after this guinea hen, but we were able to successfully catch him. Yay! Maybe we'll go out and see him. He is in a pen with some other guinea hens, and hopefully becoming friendlier. He was a feral guinea hen. That means wild. You could tell he was not acclimated with people at all, because my guinea hens, they come right up to you. Sometimes when you don't want them to come up to you, I have a lot of kids screaming like, that chicken's scaring me. It's going after them. This is little Caesar. He is not a puppy, and he is not adoptable. None of the dogs here are adoptable. Just saying.
Like
he does look like a teddy bear and act like a teddy bear. And for once, he doesn't have the B-A-L-L in his mouth.
Oh, don't say that.
I know, we don't want to say that word, but he usually doesn't go anywhere without his B-A-L-L.
Aunt Sue wants to see your boots.
Aunt Sue, I'm wearing pink because I'm wearing a pink hat. So I'm kind of doing a lot of reruns lately, but
She said you're very color coordinated.
I'm color coordinated, at least my hat and my boots. I had to wear long sleeves today because it's chilly out. All right.
40.
It's in the 40s. I do have my watch on. It says 52, but I think my watch, again, is off. All right, Tucker, we're going to go out, Weiner boy? Okay. So we're going to go outside, say goodbye to the baby ducks. Again, remember, do the responsible thing, and don't let these animals suffer, because they do suffer. They cannot get away from the predators, and they cannot swim until they're much older, and we also need to feed them the right food. Okay. Let's go.
McNulty. Pink is for Breast Cancer Month.
Oh, Breast Cancer Month, Debbie McNulty. Thank you for reminding us. Okay.
All right, you go first. And then
I will, okay. All right, I'm going to shut the lights off for them so they can take a little nap.
Okay.
All right, you want to show some kittens that are hanging out right here?
Everybody loves kittens.
The kittens, and then there's Adele. Adele, who has no diaper. Let me get her. Her diapers are all dirty, and she has none. But
Her nails.
her nails are still the red, which are beautiful. She's been happy. Okay, Tucker, he's like, Tucker's kind of yelling at us like, hello, I thought we were going out, and how come we're stopping? Oh, now Caesar's not having that. All right, don't play on the, listen, don't play on the kitten. Sorry, I keep forgetting I have a microphone.
And Billy the dancing kitten.
This is Billy Lily. This is Billy Lily, the dancing kitten, Matt calls her or him. Let's see. I'm thinking it's a girl now that it's getting older. We thought it was Lily, and then we said, no, it's Billy. We think it's a Lily again. All right, Nikki, do you want to come out? Because she was yelling the whole time. Hello. Here, let me move her little perch here. Okay. Come on, you want to come out or not? It's going to be chilly for you. Do you want to come out for a second and say hi? Want to step up? She's like, no. All right. Are you coming now? Yeah? You want to come out? Come on. You want to come down? Nope, she's not. All right, we don't have all day, Nikki. All right. I don't know if I'm going to need a... All right, here's the little monsters. We're also going to hopefully see the new goats. That we rescued 2 weeks ago. They just got neutered. That was a fun experience. The vet, Dr. Beyer, comes out and does our neutering on site for us, which is great because we have such large animals. Sometimes it's hard to take them in. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's go. Want to go see the guinea hen? So yes, people didn't realize that we were running around in Washington Township trying to get a guinea hen. They thought we were picking. One lady said, "I thought you were picking up trash with this." Oops, I'm snorting already. Good morning. They're friendly. We'll cut through here. Say hi, Farley. Farley, people are saying hello. Come here. Say hello. Farley, come over and say hello. Farley. He's like, okay. He's distracted. All right, listen. Are we going to have to separate you two? The monsters act like they're killing each other, but they're really not. This is all play. Oh, no. There's Billy. Tucker! Tucker! Tucker and Billy grew up together. Come here. Listen, we are not playing that game today. No. Do you want to go in the house? Let's go. You walk with Mommy. No, no, no. You walk with Mom. Hi, good morning. How are you? Good, thanks. Hi, guys. How are you? Hi. All right, so here's the guinea hen. Matt, okay, there's not the guinea hen. That's the goat, Matt. I just said, here's the guinea hen. That's Billy. So he is now out because the other goats have taken his house. Okay. Matt's a slow walker. He can never keep up. All right. Come on in, Matt, if we can do this. All right, I'll close the door. So these are guinea hens, the polka-dotted chickens. They're not chickens. They're polka-dotted birds. I call them, they're like kind of as close to a chicken as we can get. So some of them have bands on their legs that were brought here. We have some. Look at this poor guy right here with the white. He has a bum foot. It was deformed. I don't think you can see it. It's going too fast. But you can see he has a deformed leg, but he still manages to get around quite well. And then I believe, let's see. I knew what it looked like. Actually, I think it's the biggest one right there. So I do think that that's a male. It's the largest guinea hen here is the one that was rescued yesterday.
But it already made friends.
It did make friends, yes. It made friends. It needed to be with its friends. So a lot of times when they see a shiny car, they're going over to the car because they see their reflection, as do turkeys. When you see the wild turkeys, they're like, it's chasing my car. It's really looking for its reflection in there. But you can hear they're pretty loud. And that's not even when they do their screaming. When they scream, yes, this is called a corn crib, and it's what the farmers use to put the corn for cows in, and it gets air by the corn sitting in here, and it will air out and dry out, and then they turn it into feed for the animals. But I use it as a bird pen. I want another one, so if anybody sees one for sale or wants to donate to the farm, we would love to have another. All right, come on out. Good morning. They're all friendly. Hi. She wants to pat them. All right, so let's go over while we're right here and see the goat. Come on. So this is the goat that I want to call Edward Scissorhands, but his name is Henry, but we have a couple Henrys here. Look, we even let Steelers fans here. And Ravens, Steelers and Ravens, yes. Another Steeler. Look, they're dressed up for Halloween early. I'm teasing. Come on in. Obviously, I don't have a lot of time to watch football anyway, but when I used to, of course, the Eagles. Hey! Hold on. Puppy, they're chasing a kitty cat. Puppy, come here. Here's Anna Banana. Hi. She wants to get out, so she's been a little mad at us on visiting days because she's like, I'm out the rest of the time. What is up? Okay, let's go in, Matt. So this was Billy and Lily's pen, which are the two goats that once, oh wait, go this way. That Billy is the white. You want to come in? Come on, you can come in, I don't care. She's like, okay. She's like, this is kind of cool. I want to see what this is all about. Children, Tucker, the dogs are in rare form today. As usual, I say that every time, don't I? Every day. So let's see our boy, Henry. So Henry was owned by a woman, and he's always had a problem with his leg. It was like a dwarf leg. So his right leg was shorter. So when he came here, he not only had a problem with his leg because he couldn't walk on it, but he also had long nails. I was calling him Edward Scissorhands because I didn't know his name yet. Really long nails. And then when the vet came to neuter him, he helped me trim the hooves, which I was going to have to do later with volunteers, and I wasn't sure because they were so long. They can bleed just like a dog or a cat. So you have to be careful when your goats have really. Oh, there he goes. Hey! We are not dogs. Do not chase everybody out. All right, this is why we lock you dogs up. Out. Get out. Caesar, even you, really? Get out. Out. Puppy, out. Okay, I'm so sorry. My children are really misbehaving. Look, he's like, out. Puppy out, right through the mud. Caesar, come here. Both of you. Come here, Caesar. Caesar's like, okay, I'm going to hide right next to Matt. Good boy. You stay right there. All right, now I even lost my train of thought. All right, so his leg is shorter, and you can see, Matt, come over. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. You can't. By the time you walk up, he's gone.
Will you stop?
Go over so they can see him. Here, I'll try and walk him to you. So you can see he hops around on one leg, or not on one leg, on three legs. So he really doesn't put his right front leg down. So he was born with that disability. It's called a dwarf leg. Again, the nails were so long, and it's not healthy for them. The other ones have to be trimmed as well. It doesn't look like they were trimmed either. So the vet helped me straighten him out, and now we have a regimen every 3 weeks of keep trimming the nails. They can bleed, they have a quick. So you have to always be careful with that. I know we showed you guys how to trim them a couple of times now, so you can always look back at our old videos. This is our video number 27 today, right?
Yep, 27.
So Anna's like, okay, this is kind of cool. Gunner, come here. Come here, Gunner. Gunner, come here. Come here, puppy. Good boy. Come here, good boy. Come here, puppy. Come here. Oh, he knows. He's like, Mom, I can tell when Mom. Come here.
Barking at the goat.
Usually barking at? Listen, we have to make people get comfortable here, Tucker. We don't do that. Right? Come here, my puppies. Come here. Gunner! All right, next week, mark my words, when you guys say, where are the dogs? They're all going to be locked in the house, and I'm going to tell them. Remember last week when we were always naughty? So we're trying to show you something, but we can't because of the puppies. Come on, out. Let's go. We're going to leave. We're going to have to show them next week about the goats. Hi, good morning, guys.
Anna wants to come out.
Anna Banana, you want to come out? I don't know why I say that. Come here. Get out of the way. There we go. She doesn't want to go out. She's like,
she was trying to.
she's like, I'm going to hang out in here. Come on, let's go. All my little naughty dogs are out. Anna can hang out in there for a little bit with the goat, and they can get acclimated.
So that's people can park back there in that whole field, right?
So when you come to the funny farm, it probably won't be as crowded today because it is a little cooler And let's face it, the Eagles are on today at 1, so it'll be busier this morning. You can always park down as soon as you drive in straight ahead. Speed limit is 1 mile an hour. It is free to get in. We don't charge admission. We have all volunteer run positions here. If anyone wants to be a volunteer, you can just sign up in our little store, which is right next to Canyon and the One-Eyed Horses.
Yeah, but what about this week?
Oh, this week. Good, Matt. So we have one of our volunteers, regular volunteers who has thousands and thousands of hours, is here every day, and he cut his finger. So, not here, thank goodness, but no, I just want him to be okay. But he cut his finger on his off time, and now he needs a week's vacation from volunteering. So we're looking, yep, he feeds. We need positions on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of all this week, starting tomorrow. We're looking for people to feed the goats, the horses, the chickens, the geese, the ducks, the cats. Not the dogs. I got the dogs. I got a lot of them in the house, and I can do some of them, but I work full time, so I have to take off from work if I'm going to, have to feed the animals by myself. I'll have to take off the entire day. So we're going to be doing a Sign Up Genius. It's going to be on, thank you to Miss Catelli, the teacher. I called her and said, have you ever done Sign Up Genius? Because before we have anybody show up, because of our insurance, we have to have people sign up, and we have to get special permission to be able to have them for this week, since our one volunteer that's always here is off. So if we will have that later today. It's not even up yet, but it'll be posted. It is posted on Facebook?
No, we will.
Okay. It is not posted on Facebook yet, and we are also going to put a link on our website, so funnyfarmrescue.org, or you can look us up on Facebook, and it will be also on Instagram, right, Matt?
Yep.
Okay. It'll be on everything. Gunner! Excuse me. Gunner, come here.
So Jennifer's asking about Canyon and his back, and is he in?
Canyon. So you can see, this is a really good shot, Matt. You have to go up close, though. Can you see his eye? Most people that watch know Canyon. His eye was poked out with a piece of barbed wire at another farm, and you can see we don't use barbed wire here. He can see. He has a disability, but he can't see on this side, obviously. So you can see this gentleman's feeding, and he holds a flat hand. Do you want to show again how you feed? So you're going to demonstrate for us on live, our Facebook Live. Flat hand, and this way the horses can't bite you, especially with him because he's missing his eye. Even more so, you have to put your hand right under their face so they can see. He has a sway back. See, this is called a sway back. It looks kind of like a half of a U.
Is he in pain?
He is not in pain. He was born this way. He is like Lady Gaga. A lot of times horses can get a sway back from people riding them that are too heavy at a young age. I saw his little baby pictures when he was freshly born, and he came out with a sway back. So animals, just like people, we have defects, maybe from interbreeding or, whatever the case may be, that the mom or dad had something in them. So he's perfectly imperfect. He is not in pain. Believe it or not, the farm that had him before us, they used to ride him. They said, you can ride him. We really don't ride here because we have, number one, insurance. Number two, they all have usually some defects. He has defects, but not from riding. But if we take one of the horses or two of the horses out, the rest of them all get jealous and want to come out. So that's why we really don't ride here. We want them to have a really good rest of their lives. We don't want them to have to work. They're not working for their food. They're just being. And if some of them want to ride, we once in a while for our critter camps, we'll put them on. We'll put the kids up and give them a little horsey ride.
How you got Canyon?
Canyon came from a friend of mine. They had rescued him, and their position changed at their house, so they had some hardships, so they needed to give him to a good, loving home, and they wanted to make sure that he didn't go to slaughter, that he was one of their really special horses, so that's why we were able to take him in, and they still visit him. They love him very much. It's hard. Sometimes people just go through hard times, and they might need to get rid of an animal. So we say unwanted, abused. Sometimes it's just a bad situation. We all have bad times in our lives.
So every animal here is a rescue?
Every animal here is a rescue. Every single one. And sometimes people see the dogs and they say, that was a rescue? It might be behavioral They're not all disabled. I have hair in my mouth. I can't imagine where that came from. Sorry. Canyon, did you get your hair in my mouth? He's like, how come everybody left and nobody's feeding me? They'll come back.
Yeah.
I think they're all camera shy. Sorry, Canyon. You hang out. We'll let you out later. He's like, how about now?
How about now?
Okay, let's go look at the chicken coop.
Yeah.
We allowed to
looks
show
good.
that
I
now?
saw it.
So we had an Tucker. Ho 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 ho.
Do you ever have a
Did you
predator problem like with coyotes or?
Not usually. Tucker. So the animals, Tucker, I had to yell for him because I saw a car coming. Thank goodness they were doing the 1 mile per hour. Hi, Annalise, the 1 mile per hour zone, because the animals dart out sometimes in front of you. So you can see there's parking. You can see them coming through the gate, and then they park all down here and down this way. And then if it gets too crowded, you could make a left at the big barn or the garden down there, make a left, and then I have a full lot that you can park in. So, are we allowed to show you on live video or no? Okay. Just wanted to double check. This is one of our Eagle Scouts, Matt, and his lovely...
Everybody follow this story.
Yes, everybody's been following the story. So Matt is an Eagle Scout, and they have to do a project to become an Eagle Scout, right? At the very end? You want to explain it a little bit?
You got to go close to him. The microphone.
Oh, I have to go close to you.
Yeah.
I needed to go somewhere, come up with a project. Then I needed to write a full proposal for the project, do fundraising, set up volunteers and work days, and now we're working on following through with the project. And then after this, I'm going to have to write a report on how it went, and then just a bit more paperwork, and then that's it.
And then you'll be an Eagle Scout. So then he'll be an Eagle Scout. It's kind of like his thesis for being an Eagle Scout.
this looks really
and
good.
let me tell you, he has put in so many hours on trying to make sure he had volunteers. I mean, he got his own volunteers. He had to get material lists and do pricing and find out, especially with lumber being at the height of cost, we can't believe it's like double compared to where it was last year at this time. So he came up with this plan. He had to get it approved through us, had to figure all that out, how to find out how many man hours it was going to take. He had to buy them lunch with pizza to make sure that all his volunteers were fed, because they were here all day yesterday. And they had a ton of volunteers yesterday. They thought
They need volunteers.
today they do need volunteers. But sometimes when you have so many, it gets, a little chaotic. So sometimes it's better with just a few people. So we are going to do everything we can do to support him and his finishing up this project. But you can see it's going to be beautiful. This was a chicken coop, but we're going to put our golden pheasant in there. He was rescued about a year ago, and he's been kind of in a smaller hutch. And he has a big, long feather tails. Come here, Farley. Like the peacocks. So he needs a little more space, so he'll be able to fly up on a perch, and I can't wait for it to get done, and he'll have really nice shelter for winter. So, all right, we need to get the ducks moving. Okay. Come on. All right, hang on. Let me move this duck. Come on, go. Go ahead, go. Go, 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 go. Sorry about that. Thank you. Come here. All right. Yes, we'll look up and see lightning. It's because the dogs are here. They're going to run. Hi. All right, now Ross and Joey. All right, Tucker's. Sorry, you can't leave, can you? People are trying to leave at times, but they are having a hard time. So this is Lightning. He is my oldest horse. He is 39 years old. And it says, please don't feed me. He looks like he needs to be fed because he's so old. However, 2 weeks ago, he had so many apples, and we think one of them, sometimes people bring their own, and if you do bring your own, you have to turn it into our store so we can give you the proper sizes. We'll trade it out for you. So we have a sign that says, please don't feed me, because it actually got lodged. I called the vet, Dr. Sharon, to say, we think he's colicking. He kept rolling. He was not feeling good. Horses can't throw up, so he couldn't get anything up if he had too many. And it turned out one was lodged in the upper, take care, guys, in the upper top of his mouth. So he was not able to release that. So I went in with a hose and we had to squirt it out, and he's been good since. So I'm sure he gets snuck a few apples and carrots and lettuce even, but if we can stop them from feeding too much, it's better. So he actually already gets fed. See, it almost seems like he is playing around with his food in there in his mouth. We haven't even been fed anything recently, but he gets fed 3 times a day. He is on senior horse. Remember I was telling you about the baby ducks, how they have to have special niacin diet or a special diet with their food. The same goes for horses and goats. So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to feed them whatever. There is very specific food that they each need to have. This horse will get something much different than, say, Anna the racehorse. She has such a high metabolism and she burns through her food, so she gets fed a lot for that reason. He really can't digest his food very well or chew his food very well, so he has to have like a mash. It's almost like baby food that's all mashed up, or like what we feed Tucker in his high chair. So it's an education that you have to be able to research. When I started, I didn't have the internet. Now with the internet, it makes it much more easy. You know, that information is easily available to us. You have to be careful what you're reading on the internet too, because just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. So I always say, speak to other people that have horses or talk to your vet, and they'll set you straight.
You had a wheelbarrow and a shovel?
I did have a wheelbarrow and a shovel. Some of the volunteers are like, can I get that machine today? I started out with a wheelbarrow, a shovel, and a rake. And an axe. I wasn't very good with the axe. I did get a log splitter eventually as well. This is Chad the turkey, and this is his timeout pen today with Mary Moo and Gunner! All right, Gunner's going to be in timeout. Gunner, you're done. Gunner, come here. Gunner, come here. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here, Gunner. You're a good boy. Come here. Come here. You're not getting away this time. Stop! I'm trying to listen. I grabbed him and he's like, watch this. I'm going to act like she's hurting me on camera. You are going in the house. Where? Okay. You're not allowed to help. You're getting them in more trouble. Oh my Lord. In here? I don't know if he can squeak out of here. All right, he's going to bark his head off probably.
Guess where you're going to go in timeout?
All right, he's in timeout then. So we'll see what happens. He is not allowed to chase the brand new baby goats. They already have a...
They're already looking their way to break out.
All right, the horse is away. You want me to help you? You're good. You're good. I know, the horse is kind of in the way of traffic. I'm directing traffic for just a second. Let me move him. I'm going to move him for a second so people can get by. Come on, you. Let's go. Come on. He's like, I'm really tired. I ate some snacks. I don't really want to move. Come here, Farley. Let's bring them over here. Thank you. Come here, Caesar. Brooke. Get. Come on, Caesar. Let's go. All right.
Now you know why 1 mile per hour, right?
Oh my Lord. All right. Now the dog's freaking out. So I don't know if we finished talking about Matt's project. That was Matt. Not to get confused. Let's go back over.
Yeah, everyone said there's so many mats here.
I know, there are a lot of Matts here. Good morning.
Good morning.
A lot of Matts here. So this is Matt Specht. His is the Eagle Scout that's trying to finish the coop. Again, it's been quite the project, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of volunteers. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time, and it's going to be, you know, wonderful for the. You could live in there. Hold on, Caesar. Hurry up, Brooke. Go ahead. You're good. Come here, Caesar. Caesar. Caesar, Caesar,
Caesar, come here.
Okay. All right. There's just been, I'll hold him.
Here you go, Caesar.
All right. This is, again, we have too many cars driving in, so let's walk this way so we get away from, hi, good morning. So if we get away from the road where people are driving in, the dogs won't be causing traffic jams. So here's the baby turkey and baby peacock that used to be in my house in the incubator.
Look how big they are.
They're really big. They have a nice warm area to go. They will be able to be released soon, but we want to make sure that they're... I don't think you're going to be able to see through there, Matt. Yes. Hi, good morning. Is he being bad, Beanie? No, okay, she's giving Beanie the wild turkey, who is loose, a hug and a kiss. You can tell he's domesticated. That's Joanne, one of our volunteers. Some of the kids that come here get a little nervous because, Brookie is like, Mom's not letting me in the pool. The pool is still open. But she just is a water dog. She likes to be in the water whenever she can. She's like, I'm not in the pool? Okay, I make my own pool. I know. Matt said the ducks complain that the dog hair is in my pool. We did rescue 2 more bunnies. I can put you down for a minute now. You can see. So you can see Tucker is introducing them. Hello. So we're going to get this painted to be red like everything else. But they're larger rabbits. And they're a mother-daughter, I believe. And we just got them in. And I actually forget the names of them. Coco and... Shoot, I forget the name. So we keep saying we're going to make little nameplates, but the animals move around so much into different pens, or depending on if it's winter or summer. And again, letting them loose, they run around and they go in each other's pens. Like Anna right now is in the goat's pen. And here's our emu. Let's let the emu out today for fun. Emily, you want to come out? With the dog, she's probably not going to, but let's leave this open. So the emu was out last week, and people were like, oh, the emu is out. With this many people, and we have somebody at the gate, she's not going to run past the gate, but she will walk around, and it freaks people out because she looks like a humongous turkey with Jurassic Park feet. She runs 40 miles an hour. She's like the Black Widow. She has outlived 2 of her. Her brother was the first one, and she had a boyfriend, Elvis. And Elvis just died.
Did they ever do autopsies on him to find out if she killed him?
To see if she's a Black Widow. Matt wants to know if they did an autopsy to see if she killed him. She didn't kill him. So you could see some of the peacocks are sunning themselves on the little boardwalk over there. We have lots of teenager peacocks because quite a few hatched out this year. Very few animals do we let have babies, and peacocks are one of them. We let them go because they are really frail type of animals, and they're free here. They are pretty low maintenance. The peacock eggs?
No, these eggs.
Oh.
Partly watch these open.
I don't know if they're... Usually the kids, the first thing they do, it's like an Easter egg hunt every day. The volunteer kids come and say, we want to see if there's eggs. So there's never eggs when I go to look. No. So they lay them... A lot of them don't lay eggs here because they've been rescued because of old age. After they get to a certain age, they stop producing eggs, and that's okay. They can live here forever, whereas a lot of them will go for food. We don't do that. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm not alone, Sheila. Thank you. So stick the camera in here. Not you, Brooke. This is the golden pheasant. He's the one who we're getting the new digs from the Boy Scouts. There he is. Isn't he beautiful?
He is.
Oh, I just saw somebody said, where are you located now that I can see the back of the camera? We are located in New Jersey, southern Jersey. We are an hour from Philadelphia and 45 minutes from Atlantic City, to give you an idea. This is our hospital. This is a rooster, and we have over 100 roosters, and sometimes they fight. Well, they fight a lot. So we have some roosters that are separated. A lot of people ask, well, why are they in a cage, whereas others are loose? The ones that were taught to do cockfighting and they're used to that, a lot of those are in pens, and then the ones that are sweeter, raised with people, and some of them just have it in their blood to be meaner, that are in pens, but some of them are loose. But they had a little fight this week, and he obviously didn't win, so he's in the hospital trying to get better. They're the Bourbon brothers.
That's the Walter Reed Hospital for roosters.
Yes, Walter Reed Hospital for roosters, where chickens are. So he can't walk around a lot in there because he has a bum leg, and we're fixing him up.
Hi, pretty baby.
So we have lots of cats. Some of them are feral, some of them are very friendly. They can go in and outdoors. We are so overfilled in the cat department during COVID. We were one of the only ones that were open to accept animals, even though we were closed to visitors. And I'll tell you, we got a lot. So we can't even get appointments right now. People can visit on Tuesdays and Sundays. We're open today. We have quite a few people. We are open all year long. Most places say, are you open? When do you close for the season? There is no season. We're open all year long. The animals have to eat no matter what. Here's Emily walking around. Let's see.
Most of the animals have to stay outside, or do they stay outside when it's in the winter months?
So the animals they all have a home here, meaning they all have some kind of shelter. You should not put your animals out in the winter. New Jersey gets too cold, and they all need some kind of a shelter, even sometimes if it's just a lean-to. They just need to be able to get out of the element. So again, it's a matter of doing your research before you take in an animal and make sure that you can give them the proper housing, food, and care, and time. It takes a lot of time. So here's Emily. Emily, the emu! Hi, pretty girl. If I walk over, the only problem is the dogs usually chase her, and she's walking away from me. She pounds her chest. She might go right back in her pen, but she's kind of like, I want to see what's going on. She's like, okay, all these people are here. I think I'm going to go back in. She's like, yeah, I'm going in. So see, they like their areas usually. When they have the opportunity, when I let them all out at night, a lot of times I'll come out to check on them, and they're back in their pens, even though the gate's open. They're used to where their houses are. When we let the horses out to go eat, they run and go running into the barn, and they know which spot to go in. Their names were on their stalls, but they just all know where their stalls are, where they can each get food. So should we go up and see the cow?
Yeah.
Or should we go in the barn right here? We're right here. We'll peek in the barn for a minute. Here's Cal, the goat, and you can see Hollywood and the Bourbon brothers have their heads sticking out. That's Coconut and Malibu Rum. They're the Rum brothers. The Bourbon brothers are the turkeys, but they're the Rum brothers, Malibu and Coconut. They're Nubians, so they look like they have floppy ears like a dog. They're Nubian goats, and they get very large, where this is like an alpine, where they have the stand-up ears, I call them. Reggie, our one sheep, who was rescued from Haddonfield, New Jersey, was going to be sacrificed. A family helped him. They actually purchased him back from the family that was going to use him as a sacrificial lamb, and they donated him to the Funny Farm, where they still visit.
So they can all leave, but
they can all leave. This is their stall. You can see it's open. The barn's open. And they just like to hang out. This is like where they kind of chill. This is the goat. Yeah, this is the goat party. We are gonna do goat. Oh, he's stretching. All right, we're gonna do goat hubs maybe next week again, and we'll start out with cat claws. Morning. Morning. These are Muscovy ducks. Can you see this duck foot? So this is a duck that I'm not sure if he was on a pond and a snapper turtle bit his toes off, or if they were frostbitten before he came here. So
he's walking just fine.
He walks just fine, but we have a lot of ducks. I have one duck that has stumps for feet. He doesn't have feet. And he still gets around. So even though some are disabled, we have a goose that's missing part of his leg. And they acclimate, they figure things out. We help them out whenever we can. Sometimes we'll get them prosthetics depending on the need, how bad. All right, this guy's doing a selfie with Billy. That you missed it, Matt. He's gonna do one. Look, he's gonna do one. Hopefully she won't bite him. Look. You're allowed to take your masks down for the picture when you're not near people. I tell people, if you need to get your picture and you're in your own germ group, take your mask down. All right, Cooper, you want to let him out? Steven, let Cooper out? Come on, Coop. Where are you going? He wants to go see his friend. Look, he's going right over to see Yogi. See him running over? Uh-oh, there's a little kid. The kid's like, uh-oh, I might get run over. Look, he wants to go see Yogi. Look at that. So, Yogi, I know some of you know the story, so bear with me. Yogi poked Cooper the alpaca in the side with his horns, so you can see they're very sharp. And they were best friends. So he was very upset when he left. He started mooing. We had to rush him to the hospital. Our volunteers were amazing, patched him up the best they can, rushed him to the hospital, and he stayed in the hospital for over a week. And you can still see, even on his neck, where he's been shaven right here from where they had to put an IV into him. They had to put him under so they could operate on him. And they were able to, and here's his area where his fiber is growing in. They call it fur fiber. But he used to have really long hair until summer. They have to be shaved. And Yogi has poked him lots of times, but it was like poking bubble wrap. It never hurt him. So he had just gotten shaved and it went right in. His intestines started to come out. My volunteer dean pushed him back in. And we were able to bandage him up and take him to the hospital, and he's been good to go. So since then, one of our lovely supporters sent us sleeves that go on his horns with the balls. However, he is so rough on them that he destroyed them after about a month, maybe 2 months. So I have to get new ones for him so he doesn't hurt anybody.
He wants his chin scratched.
Oh yeah, he loves his chin scratched. Here we go. There you go, big boy. His name is Yogi. He was brought here with his brother and in the back of a Camry. I thought they were a baby deer. And here, oh, they have a Gunner too, who's naughty, like my Gunner. You have a Gunner too? Oh, there's Gunner. I just put my Gunner in timeout, which is the dog. He was just licking my microphone. Can you hear?
They can still hear.
Okay.
The screen.
You're not allowed to lick that. That's not for you. So cows are very safe to feed with your hand because they use their tongue to get anything into their mouth. They don't use their teeth like a horse will bite. But as I was saying, they came 2 days old in the back of somebody's Camry, and the kid that rescued them was in college and brought them to his apartment. Obviously, the landlord at the apartment said, not okay, and he went from farm to farm to farm until he came to the funny farm. And I kind of said, you take that cow, or I thought they were deer, you take them, put them back in your car and go. And he said, I have nobody else. Nobody's going to be able to help me. I don't know what's going to happen to them. And I said, fine, they can. I said, but you're going to give me your phone number and your address, and you're going to help me find homes. So my vet at that time lived in Mickleton, and he wound up taking one of the cows, and so I named him Yogi and Boo Boo. So we still have Yogi, but he took Boo Boo and doing famously Dr. Bill. I almost forgot Dr. Bill's name for a minute. So he wound up taking in one of them, and we kept the other one, and we had to bottle feed them and give them milk out of a bucket with a nipple on them. So Farley remembers him as a little baby. He was smaller than Farley's body. Farley would lick the milk that was coming off of his chin when he was just a little guy. But can you see his big old tongue? He's very talented. You know, if you get a runny nose, oh, he's yawning. Show them how talented you are. Show them how, if you got, your nose is running, that's okay. My tongue reaches.
Lori, don't
see how his tongue goes right in the nose? I think that is so funny. What's there? Go get that. There you go. So, he takes, he might not be able to use his hands to blow his nose, but who needs a hand when you have a tongue, right?
He
For that.
have Kleenexes.
He doesn't have Kleenexes, so that's kind of gross. I'm sorry. I tend to, we try not to keep it too real here, but sometimes that happens. All right, it's 10:55.
Yeah.
I think, Tucker, come here.
Well, we can show one last thing. How about that?
One last thing.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to?
Whatever they want to see.
Is somebody saying what they want to see? They better not say the cat house.
No,
We get the cat house.
What kind of cow is Yogi?
Cow is the cow. The Yogi is a Jersey cow.
Yep.
So he is a steer, which means he was fixed. He was a bull and then gets clipped and he becomes a steer. They are kind of worthless to a lot of people because they only, they're not producing milk, and they slaughter them. They sell them for very little at an auction where he was, and this kid purchased him, acquired him and his brother, and again brought him here. We're only 20 acres, so we can't take a lot of them in, but a lot of farms will rescue them in if they can. Okay, you can see
Someone
the people.
said they want to see a donkey or a skunk
donkey.
or a kitten.
Okay, a donkey, a skunk, or a kitten. Let's go. Where are the donkeys? We saw a donkey earlier. Let's see. Here's the alpaca walking around, and you can see. God, look, she's got it right there. Look, and see. He's like, I can't.
You want a carrot?
I don't think he wants a carrot either. She's gonna demonstrate. She did it perfect. Oh, he wanted a carrot. I can't believe that. Thank you for demonstrating, young lady. She used her flat hand, and you can see you can feed the animals. You have to make sure that you understand how to feed it. The people at the store that sell the food for a donation usually show you how to feed so nobody gets their fingers bitten. And we also require you to sign a waiver. A waiver. It's on funnyfarmrescue.org, not .com.org. Left-hand side of the page, it'll say visit waiver form, and it takes you 5 minutes. You hit submit. You don't have to print anything. You could do it from your phone. Everybody has a phone usually, or something that they can sign in on.
She loves your videos.
Oh, thank you. It was a little crazy today. I don't know where all the dogs got to, and I'm a little nervous about that. Oh, here's a goat. Oh no, we saw a goat. She said a donkey, a kitten, or the cat.
Donkey, kitten, or
all right, let's go find. Oh, the skunk. All right, here's the other guinea hens running around. Oh, they're chasing that rooster. So they're
those are the same like the guinea hens that you.
They're like the guinea hens that are in their area and their house, but these are not. These are ones that have been with me for years and years and years. People were asking about predators because I have donkeys that are loose, the alpacas that are loose, the llamas, and the horses. Okay, this guy's trying to, or this guy, there we go. Hang on, let's.
Soon before you come, do you have to do a waiver?
Yeah, you can do a waiver sitting outside. We just don't let you in unless you do your waiver. All right, let's see if we can move this horse so you guys can get by. Sorry, you never know what you're going to be finding. Come on, Lightning. Uh-oh, somebody's screaming. They're afraid of the goat. Come on, let's go, big boy. Move your butt. Come on. You don't normally stand behind a horse ever, just so you know, normally, but there's no kicking with this guy. Okay, now this person hopefully can get by. All right, come here, come here. Oh, look who snuck out somehow. He wasn't. That's okay. He just got outside by himself. All right, Dennis, sure.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. All right. You're awesome doing the good speed limit because you never know who's going to come out. Thank you. So let's see if the donkeys are over here.
A donkey, skunk, or a kitten?
A donkey, a skunk. I can't find anybody. Oh my goodness. They're all donkey. Donkey.
Oh, I'm sure we have to show Molly Jolly for Richard.
Okay.
Let's just
Okay, Richard. We'll go to the skunk. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, guess what? The skunk might be out. Not sure. Skunk. We have a skunk over here. Excuse us 1 second. Molly Jolly, say hello. See in case Richard's watching. And then there's Miss Cindy. She's our workhorse who's here all the time. Okay, let's see if the skunk is out. Not yet.
He's out over there.
Is he out? Okay, thank you. Skunk is out, I hear. Oh, the books. So those are the books that Matt just showed. It's surprisingly enough, Matt is the author for those books. But we have Chucky the Miracle Dog, Farley the Funny Farm Dog, and Adele the Diva Chicken, and it talks all about anti-bullying. If all these animals can get along, so can your kids. The other thing we do, Adele the Diva Chicken, who I was you saw her this morning, but we were gonna bring her out because she is without diaper in my house. Not a good thing. It's all about being who you are and being the best you that you can be. All right, come over. Are we allowed to show your kids on Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Oh, you. Sorry, it's you.
All right, go ahead.
You can see her holding a skunk. You don't ever touch a wild skunk. This one has his shots and has been neutered and has his scent glands removed, which is probably the most important thing. So he is very friendly and he's acclimated to people. They are not up all the time. They're nocturnal, so they stay in his house asleep usually during the day. However, he does love kids and love people, so he'll wake up a couple of times a day to go see them. Okay, so you can.
Books available online, and when is the yogi?
Okay, so the books are available online. If you go to the funnyfarmrescue.org website, we have Farley, Chucky, and Adele books online. Matt is working on the Yogi book, I think. That's our 4th book, so somebody let the cat out of the bag. Was that Debbie, my cousin?
It was your Debbie.
It was Debbie, my cousin. I knew it. So it was kind of a secret, but secret's out. It's Yogi. Yogi's our next book, so we're trying to get Matt on it to get that finished. We're trying to have them ready in time for Christmas.
Where is the show, Lori?
What, excuse me?
Where's the Funny Farm show filmed?
Where the Funny Farm show is filmed is in New Jersey. We're in southern New Jersey, located at 6908 Railroad Boulevard in Mays Landing, New Jersey. We're 45 minutes east of Atlantic City and 1 hour from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You can see some of our volunteers here not doing the most fun jobs. We have some fun jobs, some not so fun jobs. Thank you, ladies. They are cleaning some of our kitty cat areas. We do have the cat house, but some of the kittens, they need to be in quarantine. They have kitten condos. They have to be washed out, disinfected. Way before COVID came, we were on it. We always had disinfectants. We always had hand washing stations, which we still have. So you can wash your hands. You should wash your hands before petting the animals and then after, and don't touch your face in between.
They want to know, I didn't see your name, but she wants to know if you sell hoodies.
We do sell hoodies. Okay, Matt, take off your jacket. Open your jacket up. Here's one hoodie. You guys are going to get to see Matt again. He's going to be the model right now.
Wait a minute.
All right. All right, he's pulling up his pants. Let's see. All right, there's a hoodie. And he's not wearing his Funny Farm hat. Oh, there's a hoodie. But he doesn't have his Funny Farm hat on, Matt, but that's okay. We have Funny Farm. Actually, we just ordered Funny Farm hats again because we were out of stock. But we will have them in
Watch
by
where you're filming, Lori.
Halloween. I see you. Oh, look, it's ooh.
You don't just point.
Well,
You have to look at it.
okay. So look, I'm going to do it now. This is pretty cool. I've never done the filming part. There's Tucker. Hi, Tucker. Matt says I get everybody dizzy.
She films like she drives.
He's saying I film like I drive.
You gotta
All
go
right.
up a little.
Oh,
There
right
you
here.
go.
I'm going to give this back to you. All right. I think that's it. We saw the skunk.
Oh, man.
I don't know where the donkeys we saw earlier. I had to move them out of the way of the cars. So Jethro the donkey and Lorenzo the llama. Like they're all I think they're kind of helping park cars. You can see the cars in the back. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And that's the same spot where our wedding was filmed last Saturday, or 2 Saturdays? No, not this past Saturday, a week ago Saturday. We had a wedding there. And that's the only time where that's completely empty because that is for where the wedding is filmed out underneath the tree. Thank you guys all for watching. We really...
Susan Smith said that when you filmed, she got dizzy.
Oh, sorry, Susan. That's why I'm just the blabbermouth and he's the video guy.
See?
I have watched other live videos and ours is very smooth. I'll give that to Matt. I don't give him much, but I'll give that to
I
him.
know that was hard. But thank you. What does Matt do besides filming this video?
Besides Matt filming this, he is a writer. He is our author of our 3 books that we have, soon to be 4, we hope, Matt.
Yes.
We're trying to get him going.
What else do I do?
What else do you do? He does clean litter boxes. He's a volunteer for the farm and answers emails. So a lot of times when people are sending emails, he is also our Facebook person and he's the writer. When I used to write for Facebook, it was me before. It was like one-liner. I thought they were very funny and clever. And when he decided to help out, all of a sudden it was these long stories. And I'm like, Matt, nobody is ever going to read that. Who is that? I live here and I don't long. And then we have these mostly ladies. I'm not saying guys don't read them too, but the one lady says, I get my coffee and I get my tissues and I get ready to read them because they're touching. They're not sad. We don't concentrate on where the animals came from. We concentrate on where their future is. And all of these animals that were once unwanted, abused, unloved, some of them, they're now famous. So people come from all over. We had this girl from Oregon. I've told this story a few times. She came and she said, "Oh my God, is that Farley?" And she got all verklempt. She started to cry. And I said, "What's the matter?" She goes, "I'm just so excited to meet them." You know, it was like, I'm a Beatles fan, so like back in the Beatles. Not that bad, but they still, some of them get teary-eyed when they get to meet some of the animals that they've been watching on our lives, or that they read on Facebook, because before our lives, we only had Facebook and photos. Look,
Christine said the stories are great.
they were just getting loving from one of the kids, but now that's it's Elijah. I didn't even recognize him.
My God.
That's Cowboy's best friend right there. Elijah has been coming
like-
since he was
Like,
little.
don't film my mom.
So,
We're gonna go fight Cowboy.
Yeah.
all right, go find Cowboy. Okay, you can see, and little tiny kids can come. You can see them. They've brought a little munchkin. You're good. You're good. How old's your baby?
10 months.
10 months. Some people say, "Are you allowed?" Or we're filming you for live video. Is that
Oh,
okay?
yeah, that's fine.
You only
Okay,
have
good.
50,000 people
You know,
watching.
yeah, not that many people. Only 50,000 people watching. What's your baby's name?
Philip.
Philip. So Philip is 10 months?
Yeah.
10 months old. So a lot of people ask me, can we get, oh, hi, Philip. You like any animals?
Say hi.
So there's a lot for all ages to do. So even if you don't have children, we have a lot of adults to come. Uh-oh. He's like, "Excuse me, stop looking at the live video." Did he give you a little nip? So you can't, I always say, don't turn your backs. I mean, they're friendly, but they are rescues, and they're used to getting attention, so if they don't, they're going to tell you so. Especially we have Politico, the ex-race horse, who has had a really hard life, and if we've been letting them out, not out, but letting him up to the fence so you can feed him, and lately, if somebody turns their back, he's giving you a little nip. Again, make sure you sign your waivers. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and we hope to see you next week. I know we kept trying to leave. Now we are over an hour, but every time I try and go, Matt brings up something
I
else.
do not. That's not my
So we try and answer all of your questions on our lives. So thanks again, and have a great weekend. And bundle up, because it is starting to get cooler, so get your animals' houses ready. If you have heaters in there, or warming blankets, or even just straw, make sure that they are all properly cared for. We will show you what we do for winter months as we get a little
You
colder.
guys are awesome.
Hi, Brenda. Brenda's one of our volunteers. We're so happy. And we just met her daughter. I just saw her daughter last
I
week.
did too.
So Brenda didn't come, but she sends her family members when she can.
Well, when you're that important.
Yes. So thanks, guys, and have a great rest of your Sunday.